Mm. I'm having so much fun right now. Hi, I'm Beryl, and the theme for today's video is rainy day foods. We started with the cozy winter dishes, Cozy Winter Dishes Part 2. That's why I'm dressed like this. We're now in kind of rainy season, I mean depending on where you are, but right now in New York it is rainy. So it felt like the perfect opportunity to figure out what I should be eating on these rainy, cold, and gray days. There is something that I wanted to mention. It's about my book club. For book club this month, because it's June and it is Pride, we are reading Genderqueer by Maia. This book was truly a joy to read. I thought that the illustrations are beautiful, it's colorful, the story was amazing. I finished it in one day. I loved it so much. I actually emailed Maia, and he is going to join us and talk to us about our book, and I'm very, very excited, and I'm gonna leave a link below if you want to join the book club, and it'll give you all the information about when we're meeting, what time we're meeting. We meet online. Either way though, I highly recommend you read this book if you're interested at all in understanding pronouns and just a beautiful, beautiful biographical account of growing up in this world. It's a really lovely story. And okay, the artist today is Fiona Maclean. She is from New Zealand. She does a lot of portrait work, and there's kind of a sensualness about them and definitely like a fashion flair. I thought they were very interesting. I'm gonna be leaving a link to her shop and how you can follow her on Instagram. Okay, the first dish is a little bit different because there are going to be two people in it from two different countries. They both submitted the same thing, and I thought that was so cool. And also it's something that I have never heard of. So we're gonna start because it's very cool.
Hi Beryl, my name is Viviana and I'm from Bogotá, Colombia. On rainy days, which are pretty often in Bogotá, I love to drink hot chocolate with cheese.
Hi, my name is Erika and I'm from San Juan, Puerto Rico. On rainy days, we like to drink hot chocolate with queso de papa and soda crackers.
For the hot chocolate, you will use a chocolate like this.
It's more traditional to make it from a bar, but grounded is faster and easier to make.
For your cheese, you will use a fatty and melty cheese like mozzarella.
Queso de papa is like a mild cheddar cheese.
And the exciting thing about this combo is that you put the cheese into your hot chocolate.
The cheese will start to melt and the soda crackers will get a little bit soggy, but not in a bad way, trust me. And then with a spoon you can eat it from the mug.
I have this memory in my grandma's house with my cousins, all around the table drinking our chocolate, and my grandma giving all of us spoons to be able to scoop our cheese, and it is just an amazing memory that I have.
So my first memory of this dish is when I was 9 years old and it was in the middle of a hurricane. We didn't have electricity and it was at night, so it was really dark. And my grandmother goes to the kitchen and she starts making hot chocolate. I remember my grandmother putting everything inside her mug, and I just did the same, eating the chocolate with the cheese and the crackers, and it just made sense.
I know for some people it might sound a little odd, but believe me, it is really, really tasty.
Okay, so I have my two types of hot chocolate with cheese. This one has the mozzarella cheese and this one has the cheddar and soda crackers. I've never heard of this before. Ow. Where's the cheese? Ooh, the cheese is all melty. I feel like it's giving it texture. I'm not really getting much flavor. Mmm. Oh. Yum. That was surprising. I just had too small of a piece earlier on, but I also just ate that whole block of cheese, so. This episode's sponsored by Lactaid. It's salty and creamy and kind of tangy, and with the chocolate it blends really well because this is a very sweet hot chocolate. That was delicious. Let's try this one. All right, here's the cheese. It didn't seem to melt that much, but The mozzarella cheese is better. I thought it was so interesting that they both had this very similar story of like their grandmothers making them the hot chocolate with cheese. I just couldn't believe it. And I feel like it really shows that there's so many things that we have in common that we just might not even know about. And it could be as simple as a drink on a rainy day. I love that.
My name is Alina and I'm from Germany. On rainy days, I love Huhnerfrikasse. Huhnerfrikasse in English means chicken fricasse. The dish is a type of stew that's made with meat browned in butter and served with a creamy sauce. It's usually made with chicken, veal or rabbit, and I personally like it with chicken the most. It tastes a bit salty, buttery and creamy, and it's just really good. The dish is really good for a rainy day because it's cozy and it makes you want to curl up in a blanket and just sit on a sofa while listening to the rain outside. I love rainy days. I love when it calms down and it just gets cozy inside and you can have a really nice homemade meal with it. I remember coming home from school when it was raining and my mom or my grandpa had made this dish, and it just, whenever I eat it, it just feels like I'm back in those days, and it's just so good. If you're someone who doesn't eat meat, you can easily swap it out for something plant-based or just eat it without meat. I do it at times too, and it's just so good. So yeah.
Okay, we have Huhnerfrikasse. Huhnerfrikasse. It's really, really fun to say. Huhnerfrikasse. Huhnerfrikasse. This to me feels like a deconstructed chicken pot pie. Like it's everything that you would do for the center of a chicken pot pie without like a crust. Eh? It's good. I feel like I want a little more spice. I you know, in general, like the seasoning was like salt and pepper and then a little bit of thyme. Not spice like heat, just spice. Come here, chicken. This plate is too tiny. I picked, like, it's too small. The ratio of chicken to plate is off and I can't cut into it. The nice thing as well is that a lot of this seems to be like pantry items, and maybe you don't have mushrooms, but it's really just about having some veg in there. Ooh, that was good. There's a lot of pepper on that bite. I think that one of the reasons now that I'm thinking about it is that this dish reminds me of an American chicken pot pie is because there is a lot of German influence in American cuisine, and I bet you chicken pot pie has its original roots with Huhnerfrikasse. Wait, let me check. I was right. I was freaking right. Okay. I'm gonna leave a link to this article because now it's really interesting. Here's what it's saying. It's saying that chicken pot pie, they believe, originated in Pennsylvania, Dutch County, and that area has a very large German and Swiss population. And so a lot of the foods that come from there have a lot of their roots obviously tied back to those places. Cool.
Hi, my name is Ali, and I'm originally from Iraq, but I live in Scotland. My absolute favourite thing to enjoy on a rainy day is a Middle Eastern lentil soup called Shorbat Adas. It has turmeric, which gives it a vibrant colour, and along with various aromatic spices. It's simple in ingredients, but complex in its taste. The flavour is rich and mellow, and the texture is creamy and velvety. I usually top mine with a drizzle of olive oil, some cracked black pepper, and a squeeze of lemon. Shorbat Adas is well known by the people of the Middle East. The history of Shorbat Adas originates in Tel Abu Huraira in Syria, where it started off as just water and lentils. 8,000 years later, it is still beloved in the same region of the world. The soup is perfect for a rainy day as it is the definition of comfort food, and a warm bowl of soup is all you would want on a miserable day as it is heartwarming and soothing. Rainy days don't bother me much because it basically rains in Scotland every other day, but this dish in particular makes every day better. I hope you like it.
Okay, lentil soup, and honestly, I love lentil soup. I feel like when I was a kid, I didn't like lentil soup because I always associated it with dark lentils, but I love yellow lentils. Why am I using the smallest spoon in the world? Much better. This is absolutely beautiful. It is lemony, and so it feels very fresh, but it's like warm. Very nice. It's kind of similar to Indian dal, only when I make dal, I cook it with water, and cooking this with chicken broth, or if you wanted to make a vegetarian vegetable broth, definitely gives it a richness of flavor. Honestly though, it's the lemon and cracked pepper that really is making this 100. It's so good, and this was so easy. 100% going into my rotation. This is so good. This is so good. Also, non-related, do we need to talk about these? Yes, we do. I'll show a close-up of them. I'm pretty obsessed. They are my new favorite earrings and I want to wear them all the time. Any other Adventure Time fans? Because I'm casually a huge fan. I feel like lentils are one of those things that everybody has their own versions of, and even though I don't know how many ways you can dress a horse, aka a lentil, to make them super different, I feel like I just love all the iterations. Okay, next dish.
Hi everyone, my name is Bhawna. I live in Rishikesh in Uttarakhand state of India. What I will be sharing with you today is known as chai and pakora. So pakoras are basically sliced potatoes and onions in a seasoned gram flour batter. You can actually add any veggie you like, cauliflower, brinjals, which is eggplant, we call it brinjal in India. So you can add cauliflower, brinjal, and basically anything that you like. Even egg pakoras, fish pakoras, and chicken pakoras do exist. What I think goes well with pakoras is coriander chutney. So to make it, you take some coriander leaves, chop some green chilies in, season it with some salt, and you blend it together and it's ready. The rainy season in India is from mid-June to September, and then again from October to December, so we have a double party. In India, you can find a pakora stall almost at every street corner, and it's mandatory for a tea stall to be near it, right? So the best part about all of this, except for eating it of course, is the aroma of chai that fills your house. And in rainy season, you have to have adrak wali chai, which is ginger tea, and it's ready. Nothing much to do, and it just hits the right spot, I think.
My house smells so good. My house smells like curry leaves and fried food. Do-do-do-do. These look like a restaurant pakora. Oh my god. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but these are the best pakoras I've ever had. It's like the perfect amount of heat from the green chili. The curry leaves are really nice. I thought, because I didn't have red onion, that they were gonna be, I don't know, not as good, but they're very good. The white onion works really well. And my homemade coriander chutney is so good. So I've never had a potato one. The batter's really thin, so it's not like a super, I don't know, it's not like a deep fried battered potato. It's just giving the potato flavor. Chunky chaat masala though, yum. Ooh, gingery. I'm having so much fun right now. I could sit here for hours eating onion pakora. That went down fast. Well, this was really fun, and I've got a couple dishes that are going into my repertoire, so that's obviously very exciting. That's about it. All the recipes are in the description per usual, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.